So looking ahead to 2026, there are a lot of projects that I'm working on at the moment that I can't share. So I've got a lot going on behind the scenes, lots of random things being worked on, and I'm very aware that that is going to be desperately boring on social media. I've got nothing to share beyond revisiting old things. So I've decided, as Little Miss Overcommit, to start something which is going to be a challenge to do, but it should be a lot of fun. I'm going to do a 52-week stitch sampler. So every week I'm going to be working another stitch that I can incorporate into my sampler, and never want to underestimate my ridiculous confidence in achieving things. This is where the sampler is going. This is an old letterpress tray that I found on eBay. I've just given it a bit of a tidy up, which I've also recorded. And each of these pockets, I started calling them pockets yesterday when I was recording bits for this, will have a different stitch in. Now I've got more than 52 pockets in here, so some of these can be bigger projects. Some of them I think will still roll into next year. I can't do it all in one year. And in the long term, my aim is to have this on a wall hanging horizontally. I'm going to pop mirror plates on the end. But in the short term, this is going to sit, I think, on the back of my studio door, where I've got this old canvas sampler that is dated 1856, which was another random eBay find. So I've managed a spreadsheet. I've started to lay out all my 52 weeks. I'm starting with Jacobean embroidery, which is something that I tend to start a lot of students with because it's a good stitch sampler, but we will be rotating through other stitch families as well. So we've got canvas work, black work, gold work, silk shading. I'm going to work through some white work, all of the different things that I like to work. I'm going to do a small sample and pop it in here. So far I've very little planning as to what colour is going where. I've started my trellises. They are predominantly grey with colour, so I think my Jacobean stitches will have that sort of colourway, but I'm not planning too far ahead. I'm going to be a bit of a wing it on this one. I'm just going to see what happens, but follow along if you want to see a ginormous random stitch sampler appearing in a tray, even if it's just to watch me over the course of the next year lose my mind because I've set myself up to fail by doing something stupid again. So please enjoy.